Hey there guys, and welcome back to Nimby Rails. Between episodes I've extended I think this is the one, but I'm not 100% certain. I would have to double check my map quickly. Yes, the red one. I've got down to 125 Street, so I'm going to try and carry on with that today and maybe start off the northern branch of the 2 and 3. I'm thinking is a good aim. If I can get far enough on this, I can add a train to it, is the thinking. I think I decided I probably could turn one round here at 145 Street, but I would like to get further if possible, although I don't think there's another place I can turn trains around for quite a while, so we shall see. The aim at least is to get to 96th Street. First things first, however, I'm at 125 Street currently. I need to work out where 116 Street is. So there's 125 Street, that's the one I've just built. 116 Street I think is quite a way down. There it is, 116 Street, Columbia University. We're underground at this point, and it's 3 tracks, and the centre track does not have a platform. Pretty standard station. I think that's much the same as 125 Street actually. So I could probably just Control-C, Control-V that, and move it down. I just need to work out which road I'm putting it on. I think it's the Miller Theatre is where we're working. So if I put it there, I'm going to have to adjust the track slightly. We rename it. It's called 116 Street, Columbia University. Done. And then I need to put it underground. Probably only one level under, because the 2 and 3 come in underneath this, is the thinking. But at what point do we go underground? At 122 Street. So if I come up here, it's not that one. I mean, that's where we come off the bridge, I think. But bit of a moot point. I've already gone into the tunnel. Oh well. It's not too far off. It doesn't really matter. Makes very minimal difference in the grand scheme of things. What I do need to make sure is that I am building using medium speed, because I keep forgetting to do that. And this piece I'll make ground level. There we go. 116 Street. Next is 110 Street, 110 Street. Don't really know how they're how you'd say these station names. Or road names for that matter. Because we don't name them like this. I'm completely lost. It's on this junction. That's where it is. So we'll just get that. Put that in there. Get all of that. Make it medium speed. Make it underground. And rename it. What's it called on this map? 110 Street Cathedral Parkway. Then just connect that up, nice and simple. And already sorted. 103 Street is a bit further down and round a corner, but shouldn't be too difficult. So if I look at location names, that's going to be the easiest thing to do here. I've got City MD Urgent Care and Cure Urgent Care, and Bloomingdale Playground. Bloomingdale Playground is on the map. So we're working 1 block south of that, so this junction, I think. So if I put that in, and sort of try and position this correctly. Make it all underground. That's kind of worked. Then I just have to connect the track up. And I meant to parent off that node, there we go. And then this is 103 Street. Back to the nice simple names again. Then we'll just continue down to 96th Street. So that goes down here somewhere. The question is, where? Here it is, 96th Street, underneath the West 96th Street subway building. In this bulge, really, basically. So, I need double track, like so, then a single track on each side. And we parent them off each other, offset 10, flip. And offset 10, flip. And same at the other end. Flip, offset 10. Flip, offset 10. I don't know if these are on a disable platform keep straight. Allowed to bend the platform if you see fit. Gonna call it 96th Street. I think that's its entire name. Yeah, done. Then actually, this is going to be the better map to look at for this. So, the outer two tracks. Oh, this is going to be complicated. Okay, I'm actually going to start with the inner two tracks. Weird as it may seem. We're going to go down a level there. And then I'm going to just leave it there for now. Then we're also going to have, on the higher level, two tracks. These are going to be offset by 15, I reckon. And then I'm going to parent them off these, which is a bit weird, but it makes sense in my head. I'm going to connect those together. And I'm going to bring these up here. And again, parent them. Actually, that's going to be easier here, isn't it? There we go. And then bring them down like that. Now, the express line is sort of formed from a Y split. I have no concept of whether this is actually on the screen because of the map at the bottom corner. And then up by the station there's some crossovers. So let's get those in. Oh, don't do that. Don't try and be an overlap, that's not pleasant. You're allowed to not do that. There we go. And these ones come out to here. And cross over. And there we go, that's all nice and pretty. And then we have a crossover in the middle as well. So I could turn around a train from line 2 or 3 here. But I can't turn one round from line 1 without a couple of reversals. Which is a bit disappointing. But oh well. Now then, I'm going to build 110 Street Station and then try and work out where the track goes to connect it up. I think is the best bet. And it's quite a way actually. There's a long gap with no stations there. It is an island platform. All the way out over here, I believe. Possibly even further. It might be this one. I reckon. So I'm going to get a double track station. We're going to make it at a depth of 2. And we're going to make it bendable. And also I'm going to increase the offset to 10 to give space for the island platform. And we're going to call it whatever it's called on here. 110 Street Central Park North. Done. Then the track just sort of goes across the park. So it comes down 104th Street on next to Bloomingdale. I think. So that would be, yeah, this road. It comes sort of under the station there. And loops round. Sort of like that. Then it comes all the way down this road. Strikes out across the park. And then eventually joins up there. And then that joins in like that. I think that's probably the best we're going to do with that station. But it means we're heading out into the other side of Manhattan now. So that's quite useful. I'm also going to speed up the game a bit so that we try and make a bit more money. The line is profitable. If I have a look at the finances quickly. Oh, there's a switch to unlimited money button now. Oh, that's so much better than when I had to completely restart the map to do that originally. In my first playthrough. It doesn't actually say my overall... Oh no, it does, total. Yeah, I make $217,000 a day. So... that's pretty good. There's this chart doesn't exist. Always good. Oh, I know. I click here. I see total for the week, for the day. That's I don't really know what this is. What this is showing. But oh well. We'll move on from that. Anyway, the next station, we've got 110th Street. The next one is 116th Street. I've just realised there's a little crossover next to 110th Street that I should probably put in. So let's get that done quickly. Just under the park, because where else would you put a crossover? Then 116th Street is further up. I think it's this junction. So I'm going to build it like that and connect up to it and then out the other side. That's a nice quick station to build. And it's got a nice simple name. Then as we continue north, 125th Street, this is the third station named 125th Street, and there's another 2 to go. Well, I've not built that one yet. Lots of 125 streets. I assume we're still meant to be underground. Looks like it on this map. So 125th Street is up here. This should be reasonably easy to tell because it's the continuation of this 125th Street, but in Harlem. So I just build a station, rename it 125th Street, and connect the track up. Then next, it gets a bit more complicated because there's a weird through line that is really impractical because you can't actually use it to bypass a train. I guess you could heading south into the city. You use this crossover and then use the through line. The other way, completely useless. So 135th Street is up here. It's not even drawn like that on this map, but okay. It's next to the NYC plus Health Plus Hospitals. We should think would be next to the recreation centre. But I'm not sure it is. I think that's the area with the recreation centre, Lennox Terrace. Yeah, there we go, Hansborough Recreation Centre. So the next block is the hospital. There it is. 135th Street is on this junction. So there we go. We'll rename it 135th Street. Done. And I'm going to have to offset by 10 so that I can get a centre track in. Like so. And then we go and get this line and drag it up. So this goes to the outer 2 tracks. And in the meantime, we also have this line come off here, going to the middle track. Sorted. On the other side, more stuff happens. Just trying to work out what the best bet is here. I think what we'll try and do for this episode is finish line 3, because that's only 2 stations away. Then we'll sort out line 2 next time. Or set up a train for line 3 maybe. Probably get a service on it. So I think the next step's probably to build a 145th Street station. Which is a little further up here. By which I mean I think it's all the way up here. Just to double check, that's a level junction there. Okay. So we'll put it here. We'll go 145th Street. Done. We won't extend that. That was a poor choice. We'll bring this one down. And then come out of that one, and into there. Then the junction occurs here, I do believe, on this road junction. So we'll pull that out. I'll make that look a bit neater. There we go. And the crossover is just south of that. So we'll put the crossover in like so. Totally pointless crossover, never going to use it, but it's there. And we're connected up to 145 Street. So then I just want to bring it round into Harlem 148 Street, which seems to claim to be underground, but I don't believe that. I reckon that's on the surface under a canopy, because this map shows it as popping out into open air. So I'll build that station here. We will make the parallel offset 10. We will rename it Harlem 148 Street. I'm going to put some spaces in there. Then, if we go back to this map, I'm not sure that's actually the right place for it. I'm actually thinking it's meant to be up here. I think that's a better location for it. This comes out into ground level. And then wraps around into the station. We have a little crossover here. That's going to be a little awkward to build because it's on a corner. But that's fine. I'm going to slightly adjust this tunnel because it's a little ugly. Then adjust the crossover. Then what have we got? That's a lot of sidings. It looks like they come off here. Strictly speaking, it goes under that road, but I'm not doing that. We have another track off there. And we have a track off here into another siding. So that's done. That's a lot of tracks. Can I bother to count them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there's 22, 11 from each line. So if I go, I have to do this as a station, don't I? Okay. Just that. Preferably as a completely separate station with no catchment. And then which of these menus can I close so that I can see the parent choice section? And there, flip, that's 4. That's now 8. $16. And 24. Then I need to delete the 2 on the end. There's pieces there that I'm not allowed to get rid of. But that's fine. If I go now parallel offset 4, that works nicely. If I go no radius, oh, you're going to make it the same station anyway. Fine. I tried. It's a little laggy. Okay, we'll have it all be one station. It's a shame I can't give it a different name. How far apart would I have to pull them? Can I sort of... There we go, they're different stations now. This is Lenox Avenue Yard. That needs a bit of improvement. Yeah, they're annoyingly far apart now, but there's no real way around that. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost done here. 8. 9. 10. 11. Then the other one comes round and into the other 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Sorted. So that's all done. So I think I'm going to leave it there today. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want more, and I'll catch you in the next one.